Welcome to the Just Montina channel, where we're having conversations about marriage, men, and mindset. If you're a new viewer, listener, subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you. So in this video today, we're going to talk about the D, girl. We're going to talk about the D, sis, the D. Defeat, disappointment, and discouragement. I know you might want to talk about another D, but that's a private conversation, okay? But I want to talk to you today because I know that there are so many videos online that make you feel like you're so defeated and discouraged and disappointed because there's no good men out there. And you know what? Let me tell you something. There are phenomenal men out there. There are the 1 in a million men. You might be like, but where are they at? So I'm going to ask you, are you a unicorn? Because these are the type of men that once they discover you, once you attract them, and you attract the love you desire and deserve, they're ready. They are absolutely ready. But if you are running around defeated, discouraged, and disappointed, your energy is low. Your youthfulness is gone. Even if you're a young woman, I see some of y'all young women. Now I'm gonna tell you, if you don't know me, go back and listen to some videos, but I'm in my mid 40s. I have not been married just once. I've been married, I'm in a marriage now because in the beginning, I didn't choose partners that I believed I could have. So we'll do whole conversations about that. But today's is about encouraging you. But if you are not in a happy state in your life, you're not going to exude joy and happiness and high energy and youthfulness and fun because you're defeated. You're listening to videos about women complaining about men. They're like, oh my God, I never want to date again. And they're down low and they're this and that. And I even watch these videos. I'm like, where are y'all finding these types of men? I don't know them. I don't see them. Now, I'm not saying they're not out there, but let me tell you a story. So I love making these videos and I love when y'all leave comments because some of you will send me messages, comments, you find me online, you send me emails and you're just like, you needed to hear someone else's story just to have a shimmer of hope for yourself. Okay, I understand what it feels like to be hopeless. So much so that I have a tattoo. Yes, I have a tattoo, honey. I'm still feminine and all the other wonderful things, but I have a tattoo on my wrist. You really can't see it. I actually covered up with the watch I wear, not intentionally, but that's just, it's on my left hand, but it says hope. It says hope because it is so easy to feel defeated and disappointment and discouraged and have your own pity party. So I wanted to encourage myself and encourage others. So let me tell you a story. When I was younger, let's see, my girls were little. I don't know if they remember this. So let's just say 5 and under. My son wasn't even born. I hadn't even thought of him yet. And we were riding along and I had to buy hoopty cars when they were younger because I couldn't afford nothing nice. Okay, I had an older car. I think at that time I was a school teacher even, but I still had an older car. And we're going down the street and my honey, my little one, my cutie, she's like, Mommy, the car is smoking. The car is smoking. I'm like, look, we had to jump out the car and it caught on fire. The car caught on fire. I was like, oh my God. We're on the side of the road. The car caught on fire and then a policeman came by and it was a tough day, but he gave us a ride back to the house. Then I had to get the car out of the impound. I didn't realize that even if it goes in the impound, you still have to pay to get it out or just pay them to keep it. What a ripoff. But guess what? Did that ever discourage me from getting another car, riding in another car, driving another car? No. Y'all act like one relationship is the end of the world. It's not. My relationship that I have right now is so beautiful. Feels like heaven on earth. And, I'll have people comment and say, well, wait for 3 years, 5 years. Why do y'all feel like you're oak trees? Why do you feel like you have to stay in a relationship that does not inspire you, encourage you, lift you up, and that's peaceful? Get out. Get out. Some of you all are just like, oh, he did me like this. I keep attracting cheaters. Well, let me tell you something. The father of my 3 children was a cheater. And he didn't just cheat on me, he cheated on every woman he has been with. But I tell you what, I never had a cheater after him. I have never had, to my knowledge, an unfaithful husband. I've had different husbands, and I've never had an unfaithful. I've actually had, now I'm in my third marriage. I chose the right one. It took a long time, a lot of therapy, books, visual, everything, a lot of work. But when I tell you, when you get it right, honey, ooh, that's why I want to help you get it right. So I could talk all day about this, but I want you to be encouraged. I want you to stop listening to these women. If you know you want a husband in a relationship, you have to stop it. Stop listening to the manosphere men talk about how you're over 30, your eggs are going to be fried. Well, honey, I have an auntie that had a baby at 42 and 44. But I also know people that do have children with special needs. I have a stepson that has Down syndrome, autism. He's nonverbal. So there's realities on both sides, okay? I want you to also get rid of the disappointment. Listen to women talk about their relationships that have had great relationships. Listen to my videos as I'm sharing this new journey and a new marriage that's peaceful. I'm his pleasure, his paradise, and he is so easy to love. But there's a lot that comes along with it now. Now, when we talk about blending the families, you're going into a relationship with someone that's had 20 and 30-year friendships, and you're kind of the new kid on the block, and it's a little different, but it takes some getting used to, but you will. Okay, so that's the D I wanted to talk to you about today. But let me tell you, honey, if you keep seeing these videos and these fools online that keep complaining, they're just oh my God, everything's so bad. There are sorry ass men in this world, but there are sorry ass women. My mother abandoned me when I was 18 months old. She walked away, she left, she did something. I've never met her. She never came back. And no, honey, she's not dead. Yes, she's around. She actually, a couple of years ago, my daughter discovered her, found her, spoke to her on the phone, and she's talking, well, I'm just waiting for God to just basically kind of bring me and restore the relationship. No. So there are horrible women, just like there are horrible men. Let me tell you, I saw one girl saying, I don't want to pick up after a man, and I don't want to do anything for me. You don't have to. My husband washes all of our clothes. My phenomenal, amazing, I call my chocolate Superman with the Papa Bear belly. He's so awesome. He cooks. And let me tell you, we traveled from out of town back in town actually recently. And, we were kind of hungry. It was kind of about 8:30ish p.m. We came home. And so I was like, well, I'm going to fix myself something. You want me to fix you something? He said, no, I don't know what I want. So once he figured out what he wanted, went to fix his food. And I'm like, oh, baby, I got it. He was like, I got it. I got it. Go. So there are times when my husband's like, look, if he wants to eat something, he'll eat peanut butter and jelly. Even if I cook, sometimes he doesn't want what I cooked. If I don't want to do something, I don't do it. We're adults. You all are not choosing men that you like. Because when you like someone, when you respect someone, when you kind of like, I adore my husband, you will feel like serving him, honey. You will be like, is today the day you're going to give me some nookie? We're going to be freaky today? You will jump that man's bones because he's going to be so easy for you to love. Okay, so y'all need to start choosing better men. And if you don't like the choices you make, get rid of them and start over again. You have been I'm sure had a car breakdown, or, maybe you've had a pair of shoes. I was very frugal younger, and a pair of shoes, the bottom just fell off one day when I was at work. You've had an outfit where you had it on and the button popped off and you still bought another one. You didn't stop wearing buttons. So start over again. Because if you can exude the energy, that joy, that femininity, that softness, get out of survivorship. Get out of it. Sis, stop beating yourself up. Life is tough for all of us. If I told you my story, good Lord. Some people just look at me and they're like, how are you still standing? Because every day is a day. I'm not sitting around listening to men belittle women or women. Some of the women are admonishing other women. And I'm like, wait a minute, you don't even have a husband. And for some of them like they have it. No, I'm not going to listen to anybody chastise me online. This is ridiculous. Y'all are sitting up there literally taking ass whoopings on the internet. No, be a unicorn, honey. Be a unicorn. And I want to help you attract the 1 in a million. So I know there are a lot of discouraging videos and content online for men, and surprisingly, women that make you feel hopeless, discouraged, disappointed, exhausted, defeated. And especially if you're over 40. Oh, don't let me get started on that one. But let me tell you something. Life is not over for you unless you decide you want it to be over. I am married to the love of my life. I have a relationship that feels like heaven on earth. And when you learn how to choose wisely, you can too. There are still amazing men. If you know you're an amazing woman and you're ready to learn how to attract, choose, and keep the love you desire and deserve, join the movement at the Happy Wife Project. I'll see you in the next video.